Let's matcha!
My family and friends are always asking me how I get my food to look and taste like it comes from a restaurant. Hello, I'm Adrienne Brandis, mom, wife, developer, and real estate agent. I'm a cowgirl at heart, always have been. I used to be a cop on the streets of Los Angeles. Well, now I've traded my gun for a spatula. My always hungry husband, RJ, and I love entertaining in our home and eating out. From dive bars to fine dining, I'm constantly inspired by chefs. Let me show you, step by step, how to cook restaurant quality food in the comfort of your own kitchen. Welcome to Adrienne Brings It Home. This episode features lunch at Vaca, which is a Spanish restaurant by celebrity chef Amar Santana. Then I'll be cooking for Chef Amar, so the heat is on. This is my theater. This is basically where, when I come home from work and I'm exhausted, I can start chopping, and that is pure therapy for me. One of your best tools, I don't care how many fancy knives you have or whatever, are your two hands, because you're using them all the time. You're using them to create. You're moving things around, and it's a physical situation. If you're sitting at your desk all day and you come home into your kitchen and you start chopping and moving around, you're getting your groove on. I mean, it's fabulous. I love to entertain. I just love to see people enjoy food, and really it's about being with other people, and we all celebrate life through food. I think a lot of times people go, oh, well, what are they going to think about my home? Is it going to live up to their standards? Don't worry about that. People love you for you, and if they don't love you for you, don't invite them over. It doesn't have to be fancy. I have a tendency to kind of go all out, but you don't have to do that. I mean, you can grab a couple flowers from your garden, or if you don't have flowers, grab some lemons and put them in a bowl and put it on the table to set your table, because you eat with your eyes first, so you want to see beautiful things. When you have guests and family over, they all want to come and hang out in your kitchen. So everybody's talking to you, and you're trying to think, I've got to get the meal on. So preparation is key. So if you just take 10 minutes in the morning before the guests arrive and put everything sort of organized in your fridge and just kind of put your platters out or whatever you're using to serve, it takes the stress out. So today, I'm so excited. We're going to Vaca, which is a restaurant by Amar Santana. I get to meet my husband there for lunch. Everybody's talking about the cool food. It's super heavy on meats, and it's all Spanish tapas. So I want to go and say what would inspire me to do a dinner party on Friday night to cook Spanish food for my friends.
Who's Adrienne to me? She's still a cop to me. She's a real estate. She's everything possible you can think in Orange County. But when I think of Adrienne, I think of that picture that you find online or her looking all sexy. Yeah, I'm a cop. You don't see that anymore. So that's what I see Adrienne as. So I can't wait to try her cooking on Friday.
I am so excited to see Amar. I hope he has wonderful things ready for us to eat, and I'm gonna get to see my hubby. Hi! You hungry?
I am starved.
I am starving too, I can't wait.
I could eat a moose.
Well, there's no moose here, honey. They've
Okay,
got
well, then
plenty
a
of
bear.
meats.
How about a bear?
Look at this ham. Oh, that just gave me an idea. That gave me an idea. Yes.
Food changed my life completely because I'm a kind of person that came from nothing. So when I found the passion in cooking, I said, you know what? I got to do this, go all in, or I'm not going to be anybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, guys.
look
How
who's
we doing?
here.
Hey, big boy.
Welcome.
Hey, handsome. Amar is a very good friend of mine. I knew him when he was working for Charlie Palmer and was scared to come out of the kitchen. And now he's this like top chef.
So what do we have, Chef? What are you going to do?
What, are we hungry or what?
RJ goes right straight to
Listen,
We're going to straight
Forget
to the
about
I
the
haven't
point.
eaten since
children.
7 o'clock this morning.
Okay,
I
so
am
we know
starved.
for paella. So I'm going to do a small paella just so you can get a taste of it. And also going to cook a small steak.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome. Just how long did you spend in Spain
I spent 2 months in Spain and like a couple of weeks in Morocco.
to get inspired?
Yeah,
for
but
this?
I didn't go to a single Michelin star restaurant. I went to all the lower end restaurants, like the ones that had the line at the door, and I said, okay, I want pan con tomate. And every place I went, I had pan con tomate, right? Just tomato bread, toasted bread,
That's my
garlic,
favorite,
and
one of my
tomato, right?
favorites, yeah.
Every place made it different. So when I came back, I worked with my bread guy, and I said, okay, this is the way I want my bread, and this is the way I'm gonna do
Can we
my
have
version.
some today?
I'm gonna bring you some too. We're gonna start with that one, cook the paella and the steak.
I saw the ham when we were walking in, and it made me think of, remember that caciapo I made one time?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're cooking for Amar, I gotta cook something substantial and heavy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have the pan con tomate.
Ooh, I
hear
can smell it.
Oh, my
So just like I told you, after all that research and all those restaurants, this is what I come up with. It was
Oh,
my
my
better
goodness.
version.
Okay,
So we have toasted ciabatta bread, rubbed with garlic oil. You have tomato pulp, sea salt, and olive oil. I'll make it for you. Bread,
so
tomatoes.
you rub the dry garlic on the bread when it's still warm?
Correct.
So they do that in Italy too, yeah?
Yeah, and then you get a little bit of the salt, some of that Spanish olive oil that we get from Spain. And I'm telling you, as simple as it looks, to me,
That's
this is the
unfair.
best bite. That's simple, but that delicious.
Really good.
It's very typical of Barcelona.
I wanna go back to Barcelona.
You did the last time without me.
Cooking at home is sort of a lost art, but you can take that very simple dish, bring it home, and it's authentic Spanish cuisine. It doesn't have to be fancy. Coming into a kitchen and preparing a meal can just de-stress you. Oh, la 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 la. Let me make some room for you,
So
Chef.
this is the closest you're gonna get to Spain, right?
Oh my.
So the paellas here, we cook it over wood, so you actually get that homemade kind of flavor to it. So this one with the chicken, chorizo, and beef cheeks.
Oh,
With bamba
beef
rice.
cheeks.
Yes.
Woo.
Bamba rice, scallion, and saffron aioli. Please dig in
Awesome.
and enjoy.
Thanks, Amar.
The bread was unbelievable.
Thank you.
This is how the paella should have been done at the wedding.
It was a disaster.
Well, we can't say that. I mean,
So here's the steak. Same way the steak is cooked over wood.
Wow.
oh, that looks amazing.
So this steak, we only put salt because you know the wood that we use here is kind of a seasoning itself. And
What
then
kind of wood do you use?
we use citrus and red oak. So red oak for flavor, citrus lasts a lot longer when it's cooking.
Is this a flank steak?
This is skirt steak.
Skirt steak, yeah.
Yeah. But that flavor though from that wood, that
Unbelievable.
oak is like
It looks
amazing.
delicious.
So tender.
And
Impressive.
obviously we cook it over wood, so you get a higher, hotter sear because you cook it with direct heat.
There's a wonderful crust on it.
Yeah, but then the key is to let it rest.
Yeah.
That's
you
the
know.
thing. They
That's the
always
thing.
let it rest.
A lot of
yeah.
people, they just go right through it. You see a bunch of blood on the plate. That means you rest the meat. It becomes dry.
You go to a restaurant, you get an idea, and you can even ask the chef, how'd you cook that steak? And you'll be surprised that there might be just one little thing that he can tell you that when you do it at home, voila, it makes it restaurant quality.
Delicious. Really delicious.
Steak's right up your alley.
Wow.
It's amazing how tender it is for a skirt steak.
I think it's a winner, but it's fantastic. If you look at the crust on it, it's just good.
May I have another piece?
No.
I love Spanish food, and I think there must be some Spanish in me somewhere, even though I'm supposed to be 100% Irish. Hey, you inspired me.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
You made amazing food. Amazing food. So,
Make people happy.
That's all I know how to do.
and now I get to do it for you.
That's awesome. I cannot wait to go to Adrienne's house and see what she got prepared for me on Fridays. See you there.
What's my major ingredient?
Love.
That's exactly right. We had such a great lunch, and that really inspired me to say, what can I serve for my guests? I always like to start with a little appetizer, and I decided to do lamb chops on the grill. Preparation is the key. So this morning, I put my lamb chops and the rosemary and the garlic and the olive oil together, and now what I'm gonna do is just take it and turn it around, because you want to make sure you rotate it a little bit. These are gonna be our star for our appetizer, and they will be good to go for dinner on Friday. My dinner party is coming up. I'm gonna start cooking and prepping, and one of my favorite things to do is to set the table and get it ready. I tend to get a little bit fancy, but even if you're using paper plates, you can make it look pretty. Of course, I invited Chef Amar, and his girlfriend who is an engineer. She's like this brainiac. Shelly is a pastry chef at a local restaurant and a dear friend. And Nick, who is my stager, that has become my friend, so he stages my houses that are vacant or need a little love.
Now we have a party.
Yes.
Now we need drinks.
What's the best kind of wine? The wine that you like. So experiment, have some fun with it. There's no hard and fast rule. It doesn't have to be white that goes with fish. It doesn't have to be red that goes with meat. Serve what you like.
It smells fantastic in here.
Somebody must be cooking up a storm in the kitchen.
I've been marinating the lamb chops for 2 days, just getting all these ready for the grill. All the flavors already in there now. And so I can take all of the garlic and the rosemary off so I can put it on the grill and it won't burn the garlic, because that's a no-no. So I don't have any sauces or anything, so that's why I needed to marinate them as much as I did. Wait till they're on the grill, they're gonna be dynamite.
So you inspired Adrienne's dish tonight, or did you teach her how to cook what she's
So
making
I
for everyone?
inspire her by her trying the flavors, and even just being inside the restaurant, it takes you somewhere else.
Okay.
I love that she's trying to also simplify the process.
Adrienne actually had the guts to try and cook something which most people are scared. I think is great.
Oh, woo, 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 woo.
Talking about the chef himself.
I'm not a chef, you're the chef.
No,
I'm
you
the
are the
cook.
chef today.
Thank you so much for being here. And I saw you brought that dessert.
So creme caramel,
Kind of a flan.
Oh, yeah.
basically.
French.
Yep. It's good food and great friends. And then, of course, my final spice, a little bit of love. Now it's time to do my lamb chops. And this baby, woo, is hot. I think we're talking 700 degrees here, which puts a very nice sear on them. Listen to this. Woo, baby. Cooking is using all 5 senses. You're not just tasting. You can hear it cooking. You can smell it. You can see it. I always say you eat with your eyes first. Talk about gorgeous. Are you serious right now? So take the extra few minutes and enjoy the experience. You'll love it. Hey guys, lamb chops are ready.
Claire's first in line. What's going on here? What's she doing first in line?
I don't need utensils. I don't need nothing. That's so good.
they're really delicious.
Are they really
Yeah.
delicious?
Yes, they're
So
really
Shelley-
delicious.
Seasoned perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfect, yes.
Every Spanish restaurant, they always have an ensalada mixta on the table. And I've already prepared the lettuce, and then I'm gonna take some cucumber and I put carrots in there, some scallions, some ripe, beautiful tomatoes. And again, as is tradition in Spain, you put hard-boiled eggs on the top, but I'm not gonna put those on the top until after. I grilled up this corn yesterday and put it in the refrigerator to get it a little bit crispy. Ooh, isn't that yummy? And such a pretty color on the salad. My dinner tonight is kind of meat-centric, but I have lots of vegetables and different alternatives for people that don't want to eat meat. So you could have the salad, you could have the broccoli. I'm doing domino potatoes. Super delicious, super tasty. You wouldn't even miss it if you didn't choose to eat the meat. These are very special potatoes. They're called domino potatoes. And Francis Malman, I think, was the first one that came up with them. So they're Argentinian, maybe not so Spanish, but the Spanish always like potatoes with their food. And these come out uber, uber crispy. I'm making it basically into a square. Then I'm gonna cut them up to look like dominoes. You want them all the same size and lay them out and put them in the oven with lots of duck fat and just make them major deliciousness. My main dish was a cachopo, which is basically 2 pieces of meat. In this case, I used veal, pounded very thin, and then some Spanish ham. Then you put that together, and then a cheese inside, and you bread that. So you use flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs, or panko. I'm doing this on a medium heat because I don't want to char this. And then you fry that in olive oil. I mean, what's not to love about that? That's frying up beautifully. That's amazing. Look at that. I am so excited. It's come to the final moment where I get to plate my dish. Doesn't that look just gorgeous?
This is the moment.
My gosh, I hope you guys like it.
Ooh, thank you. So excited.
And Amar, I love you too, but not as much as I love my husband.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. I don't care what you call this, but it looks amazing.
It's veal pounded out on both sides, so it's like a sandwich. Inside is a beautiful cheese and a ham from Spain as well, which is what I saw at your restaurant, which has inspired me. And then potatoes, they always serve potatoes in Spain.
Oh yeah, always. It's a
right?
staple.
You had your ensalada mixta, and then I thought, well, I should throw a little broccoli on the plate just to call it a
Just
day.
so we can feel good, right?
Yeah, so you say, I ate my greens.
Yes.
I didn't know that Spanish people make a version of like basically what, like Milanese or Italian saltimbocca.
Every culture has their own way of doing a fried dish.
This might end up on my menu, I have to say, just letting you know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you guys all so
Hello,
much.
thank you so much for preparing and cooking all this food.
Creating memories is what dining is about to me. It's not intimidating. It's pure joy.
Oh my God, this reminds me of my childhood.
And the food turned out awesome.
So good. So good.
It doesn't have to be a perfectly executed plan. We're gonna bring it home and we're gonna cook in your kitchen and you're gonna make your friends happy and you're gonna make your family happy and you're gonna make yourself happy. Thank you so much for joining me on this fabulous culinary adventure. At the end of the day, memories are what we take home and meals create memories.